Okay. Hello, my Leos. Thank you for tuning in to Tuning Wheel Tarot. This is going to be your full moon shadow phase reading since that's the time that I'm getting to it. I'm not exactly on a schedule yet. Hopefully I will get there, but I am creating these readings for all the signs and doing an extended on each reading. So, you know, I'm kind of doing a test run here to see who I get the most views from. But Leos, let's start with an oracle card for you, please, from Spirit. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So, yeah, I mean, if we're dancing, we're actually creating energy, right? We're moving around. So this is saying dance with life. So move with life. And, you know, there's actually two people here, right? Because life is not lived alone. Thank you. That was a very beautiful message. Spirit. You just never know what's going to happen. Let's get into these cards. I am using the Ethereal Visions deck. It's a traditional 78 card tarot deck. I hope everyone is having a good start to their weekend, wherever they may be located. It's a really nice night out tonight. I even have the windows open, and you know, we haven't been able to have that here for a while. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have for the Leos? Ooh! The Tower. 6 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. I was trying to say, like, what, is this a Scorpio reading? And I just... because the Tower shows up. But I mean, anyone can get the Tower. It's not like necessarily a bad thing. Some people are like, oh my god, the Tower. But it is a major arcana. It can be perceived as Scorpio, but the you know, everybody has Tower moments in their life. I mean, that's part of living. You also have the 6 of Pentacles here in the present position, and the 2 of Wands. So, yes, okay, Leos. So what I'm getting here from you is, yeah, you've had a little fire on the mountain, so to speak. For a lot of you, you have moved on, maybe like actually physically moving location that you've decided to move. You know, and maybe this could be to a job change. This could be due to a relationship change. You know, maybe you've met someone and, you know, they live across the country, and now you've had to make some decisions about where you're going to live. And I feel like here, Leos, that with this, you know, Leos, you think of Leos as the sun, right? And look at all these rays that are coming out. So, you know, Leos, as you have moved into what your placement is into this future, you know, and you're planning all your next steps here. You're shining like, you know, like never before. And now we can see you clearly here. You know, in this one, you have the mask on. So it's like something was hidden. But now, you know, you're standing there in the sun. You're looking at, you know, what life has to offer. And you're focusing now on what transitions you need to maintain control over, I guess. Because, you know, when you're working with others, in building things, there is some give and take. So you may, like I said, like for some of you that may have been, like, hey, like we have the internet now. I mean, we have planes, in the old days, it's like you only, maybe married somebody who lived in your community or maybe the next town over. But like now that's just, we don't have those kind of limits anymore, right? So, I feel like, let's pull some more cards, please, Spirit. Get some clarification on on this tower and the other cards, please. I feel like we're getting a pretty good reading though here so far, Leos. I have Leo in my chart as well. I highly recommend if you look up your chart to see all of your placements, and I also recommend using the sidereal, aka Vedic astrology, to do that. There's Western astrology too. The Vedic, it happens to follow, the actual astrological placement. So to me, that's a more scientific than arbitrary. Just because when Western was created, there's some history around. I don't know the entire story. I'm kind of just, it seems like scratching the surface, whenever you get into something new. Anyway, back to your reading, Leos. You have the Six of Wands here and the Five of Wands. So yeah, you're coming out here with a victory and moving forward after, kind of, having some internal struggles, maybe seeing who you want to be working with, and seeing who's matching kind of your energy. Because, okay, so you have a 6 and a 6 here, right? So, yeah. That's some confirmation right there. What else in the Six of Pentacles, please, Spirit, for those Leos? In the shadow of the moon. That should be for the water signs, right? I'm saying Darabin. Anyway, wow. So this is interesting. You have 5, 6 over here. Now you have 9, 10. So, and this is, wow. I was wondering, okay, so some of the other signs I've done, like I haven't gotten a lot of their elemental energy in their read, but here, Leo, you had started out with the 2 of Wands. I mean, the tower itself is kind of like, I don't know who's old enough to remember that movie, like The Towering Inferno, That's what this card kind of reminds me of. But you have the 2 of Wands here, which the wands represent passion, creativity, fire as an element. And down here, you have the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Wands as fire. And then you have the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. But here, what you're doing is you're balancing, because the Wounded Warrior is showing up and saying, hey, I got a lot of stuff going on, and I have this 10 of Wands that I'm carrying around, and, it gets heavy. So, is that because you need, a partner to work with you on this? Or, is that like an overflow and it's like, maybe I just need to dump these wands off somewhere and kind of start anew? So for some of you, I feel like that is, you're going to be starting some new projects. Like I said, this is the planning phase, right? But see how like kind of refreshed he looks, whereas this person's like trudging up the mountain, this guy's like, yeah, I have space and time to think about my plans because I've set down these things that I've been carrying, and maybe it's just time to let them go. Maybe it's just ran its course, you know, like your birthday celebration. Like, you know, some people are like, oh, it's my birthday now, it's my birth week, my birth month. Well, okay, whatever. Like, how long is this celebration gonna go, right? All good things must come to an end. So, Spirit, what can we tell the Leos about this Two of Wands? Please. Planning, planning, planning. But don't plan too long, right? Sometimes we have to just make decisions. Okay, so maybe, oh gosh. Ooh. I feel like for some of you, yeah. Ball of confusion, you know, you're like, yeah, I would love to plan something, but I'm not sure which direction to go. I see all these obstacles in front of me. Like, I don't know if it's going to work out. I kind of got these stresses that I'm seeing here, but, you know, there's hope on, like, with the Five of Cups here. And because you have this Two of Cups that are still standing, right? And along with this Dance of Life theme, I mean, that's a Two of Cups energy as well. And that's in line with the Two of Wands. And, wow, okay, so, okay. Yeah, you know, that shadow phase of the moon is just time. It's a good time to think about things, and, you know, kind of like the excitement of the full moon is over, right? And now we get to kind of settle into what that might mean for us. So Leos, you know, hold on to this, you know, this creative fire that you've been working through here, and let the things come to fruition that need to come to fruition, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So yeah, and you got the Hermit card on the bottom of the deck. So, you know, time to kind of go within. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. And then there's a Ten of Cups. Who doesn't like to see a Ten of Cups? Anyway. Thank you, Leos. Thank you for tuning in to Tuning Wheel Tarot. Please like and subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell if you would like to see future messages, and check out the extended that I'm going to do for this reading if this resonates with you. Thank you.